Hello, is everyone with us? I am starting the live video now just to give some people a few minutes to sit down and grab their coffee, refill their water, whatever they want to do. I am Claire Jones, Clarifications Coaching, and I will just wait here for a few minutes while everyone hops on. We'll start promptly at 11:30 a.m. PST. So I will make sure that I keep an eye on the chat box and see who's jumping on. All right, I hope you all are doing well today. I'm just hanging out here for the moment. Hopefully this is live. Hit me up in the comment box to make sure that you are joining us. I'll wait for you guys here. Let me check to make sure that my internet is rolling. All right, let's see. All right, I see I've got 4 people joining me so far. I will wait one more moment just to make sure everyone can jump on. Say hello if you're here with us. Please jump on, introduce yourself, tell us where you're joining us from. And if you're watching the replay, say hi, hello, hashtag that replay so that we know that you joined us. All right, so it is now 11:30. Are you guys ready to jump on in? Hello, everyone. My name is Claire Jones, and my mission is to provide trusted resources and guidance to art businesses and badass small business builders so that they can passionately and comfortably pursue their biggest dreams. Hello, I see people are joining us right now. Hello, Yvonne. Nice to see you. Ontario, all the way from Canada. That's awesome. Please jump on to the comment section, say hello, introduce yourself, tell us where you're joining from as well. And if you're watching the replay, say hi, hello, hashtag that replay to let me know that you joined us later on. So I know a lot of us have been struggling with the current global crisis that is going on right now with coronavirus. And we're all wondering how we can possibly cope with all of the unexpected restrictions on business as usual. What a shit show, am I right? You know, I decided to offer my expertise as a small business consultant to pretty much anyone who needs it right now. Because the thing is, people are really hurting right now. We're all confused and scared and frustrated, and I know from personal experience, straight up panicked. I mean, I went to the grocery store Tuesday night and narrowly avoided like 3 panic attacks because people were just standing way too close for comfort. Like, I was like freaking out. So I really get it. So I realized earlier this week that I could actually help a lot of people during these challenging times, and not for personal gains either. Like, I'm not going to pitch you with this webinar. That's not the point here. I'm not going to sit here and sell you my services as the answer to this crisis, because this crisis is so much bigger than me. It's so much bigger than you. It's a freaking global pandemic. And what it's going to take is all of us standing up to do what we feel is right. And what I believe is right is offering my expertise to as many people as possible for free during this time. Because my company values are freedom of self-expression, empowerment, balance, reliability, and innovation. Sorry, I choked there. Whew. So what I want to do to provide you with reliable, trusted resources and guidance so that you are empowered to self-express through this badass business of yours so that global emergency or not, we can all continue moving forward. Because, gosh darn it, this matters. I'm like, you know, this all matters. So I'm getting riled up. All right, let's stay on track. So I'm seeing a lot of people are joining us. Please jump on in the comments section, say hi, hello, introduce where you're from. And again, if you're watching the replay, hashtag that replay in the comments to let us know that you joined us later on. And again, I'm Claire Jones, and my mission is to provide trusted resources and guidance to art businesses and badass small business builders so that they can passionately and comfortably pursue their biggest dreams. So today, I'm offering this free information-packed webinar so that we can all continue to kick ass in our businesses in these challenging times. So suck it, coronavirus. I know how to get us out of this. I can provide you with the tools, and I wholeheartedly believe in every single one of you. We got this, all right? So today, let me advance here. We will be going over, let me move my head. We will be going over 1, how to structure our offerings using the Ascension Model. 2, how to use video technology to support and distribute our products and services. 3, how to market our virtual offerings effectively. 4, how to process these virtual payments. And 5, access small business support grants and loans in times of disaster. So why is this stuff important? I know a lot of us are struggling as we are faced with the current reality. In-person interactions are no longer safe, and a lot of previously trusted business models are no longer viable. So what can we do about it? I wanted to talk to you about this stuff today because these are all great and, dare I say, vital ways to successfully pivot your business online in these challenging times. All right, so I am going to start off with the Ascension Model framework here because this is how you are going to be able to create offerings that will allow you the flexibility to easily pivot your business income generating activities online. Whether you are a product-based business or a service-based provider, this is definitely going to be relevant to you and is just a smart business move in general so that you can diversify your business income streams. Have you ever heard about diversifying your investment strategies? Well, this is basically the same concept because it expands the number of opportunities that potential customers or clients have to access you and your services and products so that you are not entirely reliant on one stream of business income. So don't put all of your eggs in one basket. We've heard that before, it's still relevant. The Ascension Model framework here is basically an ascending staircase of different levels at which your clients and customers can access you and your services or products. So as you see here, the first level is going to be freebies. Here is where you want to create free content that is of value to your audiences. So note the emphasis on content of value here. We want to create content that educates your audiences and positions you as an expert in your field. This can be free videos, it can be blogs, newsletters, white papers, reports, checklists, any kind of free resource that you think your audiences would find useful, convenient, or entertaining. So the second level is going to be one-to-many offerings. Here is where you want to create content that is a step above the freebie content. So you want to go more in depth here because you're going to be charging a small fee for this stuff. Maybe $4, $9, $17, even $49. Basically, just keep it under $100 per piece of content. So, by the way, people love prices that end in 4, 7, and 9 because it makes them feel like they're getting a good deal. So think in terms of self-paced webinar courses, workbooks, templates, DIY kits, stuff like that. And this content is going to be used by the client or customer in their own time without your direct involvement. So the idea here is that you can spend a set amount of time creating this content and then sell it over and over again without you needing to be physically present in order for the client or customer to use it. Does that make sense? So the third level is going to be group offerings, and here is where you create opportunities for clients or customers to access you and your expertise in a group format. So this is where things like workshops, live webinars, masterminds, networking events, and in-person courses are going to come into play. So obviously these are going to be more expensive than the one-to-many offerings because they require your physical presence and your time as the expert is valuable. So these offerings are typically going to range from $19 per person to $99 per person, depending on your level of expertise and the perceived value of the content. So for example, if you are hosting a workshop at $29 per person with 7 to 10 attendees, expect around $203 to $290 in total revenue for that one event. If your hourly rate is $100 an hour, then a 2-hour workshop is probably going to be valued at $200 minimum. And this is excluding extra costs like room rentals and materials and the time that it took you to create the content in general. So just divide the total value of your time by the number of expected participants, and you will get the approximate price per person. So the fourth level is going to be one-to-one offerings. So here is where you are directly working with the client or customer, mano a mano. This is obviously going to be the most expensive because they are getting direct, undiluted access to you and your genius. This is where you need to figure out what the value of your time actually is. So think about the minimum amount of money that you need to make in order to cover both your personal expenses and your business expenses. That figure that represents your personal expenses is going to be the amount of wages that you need to pay yourself in order to make a living wage. That figure that represents your business expenses is going to be the amount of overhead that your business requires to run on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, or yearly basis. So then add in about 30% for taxes on top of that. Anything above and beyond your personal and business expenses is going to be considered profit and should ideally here, be reinvested into things that contribute to the long-term growth of your business. So for example, if you know that your personal expenses add up to $2,100 per month and your business expenses add up to $1,200 per month, then taxes are probably going to be around $1,000. So you need to bring in at least $4,300 in revenue every month in order to cover all of that. If you are working 40 hours a week in your business, then that means your time is worth $29 per hour. But that's only if you are actively working on income generating activities for the entire 40 hours every single week. In reality, between admin, marketing, and financial tasks, you're probably only spending about 10 hours per week on income generating activities, if that. So your client time is actually going to be worth $108 per hour because you need to make sure that the money you make during your income generating activities is enough to cover the time you spent on non-income generating activities like admin, marketing, and financial tasks. So the cost of your one-to-one time should be at least $108 per hour if you want to be able to bring in at least $4,300 in revenue every month. Any income received from the other levels of the Ascension Model that can then count towards profit or emergency funds that will cover our asses in times like now. So is this tracking with you guys? Let me know. Give me a yes or no in the comment section and let me know if you need me to clarify anything that we've talked about so far. I'll pause for a little bit and wait for the comments to come in. Let me know if you need clarification on anything. I know we're going to cover a lot of information in this webinar, and I want to check in with you periodically to make sure that you guys are tracking with me. All right, so I'm getting some yeses coming in. Awesome. I see that Karen's with us. I see that Katie's with us. I see Molly's with us. Yvonne, nice to see you. Great. I'm so happy to see you guys. All right, I'm not seeing any no's come up, so I think I'm going to move on for now. Hit me up if there's anything you're missing, though. All right, cool. So what does this all have to do with our current coronavirus? Crisis, virus, however you want to call it. The idea here is to flesh out your Ascension model in your own business so that clients and customers can still access your skills and expertise virtually in times of crisis. That way, you have a lot more flexibility for retaining your business income and maintaining a somewhat normal business routine when emergencies strike. So you see, if your one-to-one offerings are dependent on in-person interactions, then your one-to-one income is going to take a huge hit when you are forced to socially distance yourself. If you have the other levels fleshed out, though, then switching to a virtual format won't be as disruptive, and you may be able to make do with the income from the other levels in the meantime. So for example, Say you are a hairdresser at a salon. Most of your typical business income is probably going to come from one-to-one in-person offerings. So you could also take the time, though, to create opportunities at the other levels as well. So for level 1, you may want to do a quick video on hair tips, so maybe hair product reviews and tutorials. For level 2, you may want to do a pre-recorded webinar on cutting your own bangs. And for level 3, you may want to do a hair makeover course with various volunteer models. So, or say that you're a chiropractor. Maybe most of your typical business income is probably going to come from one-to-one in-person offerings as well. So for level 1, you could make an infographic on posture and desk positioning in offices. For level 2, you could make a how-to video or make a workshop series or a how-to video that goes over stretches that complement your chiropractic adjustments. And for level 3, you can make a workshop series on lifestyle habits that contribute to overall physical health. So say that you're a bartender. Again, most of your typical business income is probably going to come from one-to-one. So for level 1, you could create a free home bar basics checklist, anything that a basic home bar needs. For level 2, you can make a DIY video for making your own infused liquors. And for level 3, you could create an online course for making popular cocktails. Or say that you're a baker. For level 1, you could create a blog about the importance of using bread flour versus all-purpose flour. For level 2, you could create a series of videos about different types of bread. And for level 3, you could host a live webinar series about creating your own sourdough starter. Or say that you have a brick and mortar retail store. For level 1, you could create unboxing videos when you get new inventory. Always, people love those. For level 2, you could create a how-to video on enticing store displays. For level 3, you could create a course about how you've learned about running your own store for other brick and mortar store owners. Or say that you're a contractor. So for level 1, you could create a funny video series about the wild things that you found inside people's walls as you're doing remodels. For level 2, you could teach people about the different kinds of lumber and what kinds work better for different purposes. And for level 3, you could do a home repair workshop. Or say that you're a real estate agent. For level 1, you could create a series of blogs that announce all of your listings. And for level 2, you could create a staging your home basics checklist. Or for level 3, you could run a mastermind group for other realtors as well. So let me know again, is this making sense for everyone? Are there any professions that I didn't cover that you'd like some ideas for? Shoot me a comment and I'll see if I can think up something for you. I'm here for your brainstorming needs, so let me know. I'm seeing Katie, I'd love to see the figures written down for your example that added up to 108. Sure, so I took the $4,300 a month that you need for revenue, and then I divided it by 40 because if you're working 10 hours per week on client income generating activities, 4 weeks, 40. So that gave me the 108 number. Does that make sense? Permanent makeup. All right, Molly, let's see. So for level 1, you could do some blogs or videos on your favorite makeups, just kind of product reviews, stuff like that. You could, for level 2, this is the one-to-many access, you could do a quick course on how to do your own eyeliner, something like that. Or you could even do going to a client's house and walking them through their makeup routine in the morning and how people can replicate that or make it easier or make it streamlined. I'm thinking off the top of my head at the moment. And then level 3, group access. I think you're already doing these with your trainings. So this is where you would impart your expertise into new people, teach them how to do permanent makeup, that kind of stuff, because it's going to be more valuable as your time as an expert. Does that make sense? Let me know if that tracks for you. I'll wait for a couple of seconds before moving on. I'm so happy to see you guys. I'm just going to wait out for a minute, hang out for a minute while I wait for you guys. And I'll move on to the next slide as well. Yep. All right. Cool, Molly. Just trying to figure out how to work now. Yeah, got it. All right. So now the question is, how do we actually produce and distribute these offerings? And the answer is by using easy to access video technology. So when making videos, there is going to be some required hardware that you absolutely need on hand. One is going to be a camera, and two is going to be a microphone. Additionally, you may want to have some headphones on hand as well, but those are only necessary if you are in a loud or potentially disruptive environment when you are making the video. Now, all of these things can be easily found, so you really don't have to get too fancy with it. Honestly, people tend to go overboard and they're overwhelmed by the whole process, but you really don't have to go too fancy with it to make it functional. So for example, I use the camera that is already embedded in my laptop for most of my videos, and then I typically use my phone camera for Facebook or Instagram lives. So for microphones, I use a blue snowball microphone when I'm filming on my laptop. I'll show it to you guys here. Can you see that? Yeah. And you can also use the microphone that is already embedded in your computer, but I found that background noise is greatly reduced when I use an external microphone. So you can also use your headphones that you use for phone calls with the microphone embedded in the wire if you want a quick and easy option. Those work as well. Just make sure that you test all of the hardware ahead of time so that you make sure that it works. And when in doubt, just make a test video and send it to someone you trust. Ask for feedback and any suggestions for improvement. Just get another eye on it, make it work. So moving on to software. There are 4 options that I primarily use in my own business: Zoom, Loom, Facebook or Instagram Live, and YouTube. Zoom is for conference calls, webinars, basically any meeting that has more than one person. Zoom allows you to share your screen, use breakout rooms, share files, chat in the chat box, record your meeting, download your meeting, and more. And this is the software that I use when I'm doing client calls, networking meetings, live webinars, and stuff like that. Think level 3 on the Ascension Model. And I see Molly just asked if she can send her videos to me, and I would be happy to. That's totally something that I can do for you guys. So Loom, on the other hand, is for presentations. So you have 3 options. You can choose to record just your face, you can record just your screen, or you can record your screen with your face in the corner. This is actually what I'm using for this presentation right now. This little face in the corner is my Loom screen. And so I'm using Facebook Live to screen share my Loom screen currently on my second monitor, because I have both a laptop and a monitor set up on my desk. So I can see my notes and the Facebook on my laptop, and then I can have my presentation and Loom screen on the monitor. So let's see, where did I lose myself? Yeah, so Loom also allows you to share your screen, like I said, download your presentation, share your presentation publicly, put a password on your presentation, trim and edit your presentation, have an organized library of your presentations, and more. So this is the software that I use when I'm doing pre-recorded webinars, how-to videos, video introductions, and stuff like that. So think levels 1 and 2 on the Ascension Model. And so I even use Loom to record my Zoom calls, because you have to pay for Zoom in order to record calls that are longer than 40 minutes. But with Loom, it's an unlimited recording. Plus, then you can have your Zoom recording cataloged in your Loom library and make it public, private, or password protected. And with the free version of Loom, I can have up to 100 videos in my library. I even got an email from Loom last week saying that they had changed some of their policies in order to respond to the COVID-19 crisis. So through July 1st, 2020, Loom will remove the recording limit on their free plan. They will cut the price of Loom Pro in half, so what was $10 a month is now $5 a month, and they will extend all trials of Loom Pro from 14 to 30 days. And going forward permanently, they have made Loom Pro free for education. So if you are a teacher, a student at a K through 12 school, university, or educational institution using Loom for classroom work, you can use Loom Pro for free forever. So Molly's asking, can you use Loom on your phone? I don't know the answer to that question. I've never tried. It might be worth Googling. I just love it for my desktop, so that I'll keep updated. I'll find out that answer for you. So it's a really awesome and responsible software that I use all the time, literally on a weekly basis. And Facebook Lives, like I said, I do from my phone, but you can also do them from a computer, like I'm doing now. And it also allows you to share your screen as long as you install the right streaming software ahead of time. I ran into that problem when I was setting up this live. They've changed the format of doing lives on your computer somewhat on Facebook in the last couple days. And you now have to download a streaming software application in order to share your screen on Facebook Lives. So I'll probably do a video soon walking you through that because it was kind of complicated. But you can do it from your phone very easily. And so the best bet is to use when you want multiple people on your live on Facebook, you can use Zoom. And Charlotte, if you're on this call, I saw your comment the other day on Facebook asking about inviting your audience to join you on Facebook Lives, and they used to have that option, but I've heard that they've now removed it. So the best bet is to use the screen share option on a Facebook Live to share your Zoom recording with those other people. Does that make sense? And all right, so you can either choose to have the live video on Facebook disappear after you're done, or you can post it to the Facebook page or group for your audience to replay it later on. So yes, Molly, I use my laptop for Loom. And Instagram Lives, on the other hand, have to be done from your phone. Instagram has made it so that you cannot post to your feed from a computer. You have to do it from your phone. So the options are more limited because you cannot share your screen or have others join you on the live unless they're already there with you in person. And Instagram Lives also disappear within 24 hours, and they are posted directly to your Instagram stories, and stories are only available for 24 hours. So finally, with YouTube, it is going to be the most used search engine in the world soon. While it is actually owned by Google, it's going to surpass Google soon in its popularity. And when posting to YouTube, you can either do a live or a pre-recorded video. For lives, it's similar to Facebook, but you do need to at least have 1,000 subscribers first in order to do the live option. Or for pre-recorded videos, I usually use my Loom recordings. I download them onto my computer from my Loom library and then upload them to YouTube. And again, you can make them public or private on YouTube. Molly's asking if she can post a video on Instagram. You can. It's called IGTV, and you can do that from a computer. You just have to make sure that the video is in a vertical format when you're posting it instead of a horizontal format. Let me know if that makes sense. And for best practices, it is highly recommended that you use story in your videos in order to engage your audiences. People are contextual beings, so provide anecdotal or personal context for what you are presenting. Give them real-world examples, show them pictures, invite them into the experience of feeling the situation with you. So think about the 5 senses and make it more tangible for them as you're telling the story. Can you do it from your phone? You can only do Instagram Lives from your phone. I'm pretty sure you can't do Instagram TV from your phone. I think you have to do that from your laptop or computer. Also for best practices, be imperfect. So people love vulnerability and imperfection because it makes them feel like you're human, just like them. Don't worry about being perfect. Just meet them where they're at. The most popular videos nowadays are the ones in unconventional environments with a lot of movement. It really catches people's attention. So videos of you walking down the street, videos of you dancing in your living room, cooking demos, anything that really captures the messy reality of life. Don't be afraid to show your real self. People love it. And make sure that you have your eye line level with the camera as well, so that you're not looking down at your audience and you're not looking up at your audience. If you're looking down at them, it comes off as condescending. And if you're looking up, you are giving them the upper hand and making yourself visually inferior to them. So just make sure that your eye line is level with your camera. And always, always, always include a call to action. So in fact, include multiple calls to action throughout the video. Literally tell people what you want them to do after they have watched whatever video you're presenting. Whether it's going to your website, subscribing on YouTube, signing up for your newsletter, or buying a product. Provide them with the exact steps and the exact links, so don't make them guess. And so let me know, is this tracking with you guys? Give me a yes or no in the comment section and let me know if you need me to clarify anything we've talked about so far. Again, we're going over a lot of information, so I want to check in, do a pulse check, stuff like that. And if you want to take a quick bio break too, run to the bathroom, stretch, make yourself some coffee, now's the time to do that, and we'll meet back in a couple minutes. So let me know if you guys need a break, and I'll keep an eye on the comment section. I'm actually going to run to the bathroom myself here. All right, so I'm going to put up this little sign so that people know what we're doing. I made it yesterday. I was so proud of myself. Funny story, I actually had to lock my dog in the bedroom so that he wouldn't bark during this video too, so he's probably all sad by himself back there. All right, so comments. Karen says, yes, it's tracking with her. Would a level or mic work on desktop? I believe so. If I'm understanding your question correctly, I do have my Blue Snowball microphone hooked into my laptop. It's through a USB cable, so I just plug it in whenever I'm using that. I'm thinking I'm understanding your question correctly. Let me know if that wasn't the answer. Leveler mic. I'm not even sure what that is. Let me Google it real fast. Leveler mic. Huh. Let's see. It's not letting me right now because I'm doing a live. All right, that's okay. I'll come back to you. So, it has a prong. Ah, okay. Yes, probably. Depending on how high the quality is of the manufacturing, it should be really good at canceling out background noise. The problem with laptop microphones is that it just captures all of the noise that's going on, so it'll probably work really well for you. All right, I'm gonna wait one more minute before I move on. Let's see. All right, I probably need some more coffee too. I had a lot this morning. Oh man, happy Friday, everyone. Happy spring, everyone. Yeah, I can definitely put the mic that I have in the comments. I'll do that after the fact, and I'll tag you, Molly, because I don't know what the exact model number is. So, and I'm making a note for myself. Okay. All right, so now that we have all of our new Ascension Model offerings, and they're all fabulously recorded on this easy to access video technology, how do we market it online to let people know that it's available? That's the next question. So When it comes to marketing strategies, whether they are virtual or not, what we are talking about here is intentionally and strategically building your know, like, and trust factor with your audiences. Because there are so many options out there nowadays for products and services, and chances are you're not the only one who offers what you're offering. So why is the potential customer going to choose you? Because they know, like, and trust you. And when it comes to building your know, like, and trust factor, you need to make sure that you have an established presence online so that the people get an opportunity to know, like, and trust you. Molly's asking how to send the video. You can do that, whatever platform you post it on, just share it with me or email it to me. So when we're building our presence online, this means websites, social media profiles, and online press like blogs, newspapers, etc. So when it comes to websites, you don't really need anything big and fancy. You can really just make an easy drag and drop website on WordPress, Wix, or Squarespace for cheap nowadays. Just use one of their pre-existing templates, input the basics about what you do, and provide people with a way to get in contact with you or purchase your products and services. The top priority here is to provide the information that your potential clients or customers are looking for, because you're not going to convert them into customers if they're confused. Keep in mind, a confused customer never buys. So how can you make it easier for your potential clients to know, like, and trust you? When it comes to social media, a lot of this can actually be accomplished through the use of freebies and intentional content curation and creation. Because when you're marketing on social media, you are not pitching on social media. Sure, you can offer a pitch every now and then to let people know what your services or products are and how they can access them, but your primary goal on social media is to connect, interact, and teach. You are building familiarity. You are building credibility as an expert. You are giving them value. You are intentionally creating that know, like, and trust factor. So how can you create value for your potential clients? How can you create value for your audience in a way where they're like, I really want to learn more about this person or company because they seem to know a lot? How can you anchor that familiarity, anchor yourself as an expert, and provide content that is valuable and educates your audiences? This is where the importance of social media content management systems come into play. So stuff like social media content calendars and scheduling apps like Hootsuite and Zoho. I've done a couple of videos about these in the past, so I'm not going to go too in depth right now, but here are the links where you can access them in case you are interested. I'll post them in the comments too. Just hold on one moment. This is the one for social media content calendars, I believe. Go ahead and comment. Yep. This is the one for Hootsuite. Oh, and if you're looking for help too on making images for the posts, Canva is an awesome tool too. And I didn't get a chance to put the link in my presentation. I literally edited this morning, so I'll drop that in the comments as well. All right, make sure that posts. Moving on. So all of this is especially important when you consider how people interact with marketing sources. There's a survey done by a global online consumer survey company, the Nielsen Group, and they say that recommendations from people I know is the #1 most trusted marketing source. So that means when it comes to reaching your audiences, 82% of consumers would trust opinions from people they know. That's why organic engagement on social media is so important, because people see what their friends are engaging with. And if they see that a friend knows, likes, and trusts and engages with a particular brand, they're much more likely to know, like, and trust that brand as well. #2 on the survey is consumer opinions posted online, meaning that 66% of consumers trust other consumers' opinions. So this speaks to the importance of reviews, like Yelp reviews, Google reviews, product reviews, even Facebook reviews, because your potential customers see that other people, real live people, are liking and trusting that company and their products or services. So they want to buy those products and services too. So that's the importance of strategically cultivating your online reviews, cultivating your online presence, and cultivating how people interact with your brand as satisfied or unsatisfied customers. And number 3 on the survey is ads in newspapers, meaning that 65% of consumers trust newspaper ads that feature a particular company or brand. So should you consider advertising in newspapers? Do your ideal clients even read newspapers? How can you access them with materials and media that they're already consuming? If they already like a certain newspaper and trust a certain newspaper and they see your ads featured, then that raises the know, like, and trust factor for your company. And next on the survey is emails I signed up for, meaning that 64% of consumers will trust emails that they sign up for because they already went through the effort of signing up for them. So there's already a certain level of trust with those brands. Take note though, this is important, this does not include cold emails that they didn't agree to receive. So emails that come out of the blue, emails that the potential customer has absolutely no context for, have a much, much lower trust factor. This is true of cold messaging across the board. No matter what platform, no matter what method you're using to connect with potential customers, always, always, always ask for permission first. And finally, in 5th place is a tie between editorial content, such as newspaper articles, and ads on TV, both at 63%. So editorial content, do you have a PR strategy? Do you strategically interact with the press? Do you get yourself featured on blogs, on newspaper articles, on magazine articles? How do you get your brand exposed to potential customers who already know, like, and trust a certain press source? If you're looking for more press resources, there's a great tool called Help a Reporter Out, HARO, and they will send you daily emails with various press sources who are looking for material on press stories. So that's a great way to get in contact with the press on a regular basis. And for ads on TV, it's generally assumed that if your company is featured in TV ads, then your company has a large marketing budget and is presumably already successful and trustworthy, thus upping the know, like, and trust factor. So let's go over that list again. Number 1, recommendations from people I know at 82%. Number 2, consumer opinions posted online at 66%. Number 3, ads in newspapers at 65%. 4, emails I signed up for at 64%. 5, editorial content such as newspaper articles, and tied is ads on TV, 63%. So notice that the top 5 sources of trusted consumer content does not include social media ads, and that's an important factor to think about. A lot of people just think that if they throw money at Facebook ads or Instagram ads, they will create credibility, they will create familiarity. Sure, those ads can build audiences and build online presence, but it has a much lower success rate, basically a lower ROI, which means return on investment, because it doesn't include building trust first. So when you think about sales funnels, it's really about trust funnels, because people want to buy from the people that they know, like, and trust. And when you are doing social media ads, they don't get a chance to interact with you. They don't get a chance to build familiarity. They don't get a chance to get value, to get content that educates. They just see a chance for a paid transaction. And so when you're talking about your marketing strategies, you might want to consider the top 5 sources that consumers trust before you consider paid advertising on social media, unless you already have an established trusted brand. If you don't already have an established trusted brand, you need to anchor yourself as a business that people can know, like, and trust first. So does this make sense to you guys? Checking in again, give me a yes or no in the comments section, and let me know if you need anything to be clarified that we've talked about so far before we move on to the next section. All right. Jenny's saying cold messaging to the UK is illegal. Yeah, totally. Make sure you have double opt-ins. Yeah. I mean, cold messaging above is just one of my biggest pet peeves, especially if they don't even take the chance to, like, get to know you, at least read your profile first. I get pitched on business development so much, and I'm like, guys, you know who you're talking to? Like, seriously. Can we lost reviews on social media? I'm guessing you mean post, Molly. Post reviews. Yep. Can we post reviews on social media? Yeah, totally. Why not? You could do testimonials, do video testimonials. That can be one of your level 1 offerings. freebies. Just have reviews of people who are happy customers. That's totally something you can do. Put it all over the place. Tattoo it on your face. All right, Katie's saying it's making sense. Awesome. Thank you guys as well. I'm so glad you guys are with me today. I mean, it's awesome. All right. So we have all of our Ascension model fleshed out. We have our badass video technology set up. And we know how to market all of our awesome offerings online. So now, how do we process the virtual payments that are coming in? So first off, the most streamlined option is going to be setting up e-commerce payment processing on your website. This can be done in a variety of ways. Number one, there are tons of PayPal plugins and widgets for all of the major website platform providers nowadays. Number two, there are also a ton of Square plugins and widgets for all of the major website platform providers. Number three, if you have a WordPress site, WooCommerce is probably going to be your best bet. Or number four, I highly recommend Shopify as an all-inclusive e-commerce option. Shopify is my personal favorite, and this applies to both service and product providers because I use it myself for my website. And it's my favorite because it not only provides online payment processing, but it also offers inventory management, all kinds of awesome reports, in-person point of sale terminals, website templates, shipping estimates, draft invoices, all kinds of awesome stuff. So then you're not left trying to get multiple softwares talking to one another. It's all included and it all is streamlined. But I do know that PayPal and Square also offer in-person point of sale terminals. Those are basically those credit card swipers that you can plug into your phone. PayPal offers them, Square offers them, Shopify offers them. And I think Square and WooCommerce also offer some inventory management capabilities as well. So if you want more context on websites, check out this video that I did earlier this year as well. I'll post it in the comments because I don't have time to go over the entire website kit and caboodle today, but I did an awesome video about it earlier. All right, go ahead and post. Cool. So if you are looking for an option that doesn't require setting up e-commerce payment processing through your website, then there are three options that I recommend. One, setting up a business PayPal account. You can use in-person point of sale terminals, or you can send virtual invoices with PayPal. Number two, you can send invoices through your QuickBooks account. Again, this streamlines the process so that you don't have multiple softwares talking to each other. And number three, my personal favorite is JotForms. JotForms are amazing. I love them. They're freaking awesome. They allow you to pretty much make any form that you can think of, and they integrate with tons and tons of different softwares and applications. So say you want to create an online order form. You can easily create an order form on a free JotForm account that integrates with your Square or PayPal account. I'm sure they integrate with a lot of different other payment processors as well, but Square and PayPal are the most popular ones. And so then you're not manually taking orders yourself day in and day out. And customers can just fill out the form, and then all of the information is automatically sent to your Square or PayPal account and processed. So then all you need to do is fill the order instead of manually taking orders yourself and using up a lot of your time throughout the day to interact with customers. Say you even want to go one step further and make a JotForm that integrates with both of your payment processor and your calendar application. So you can even set up a scheduling application that talks to your calendar, like Calendly or Acuity, and then people can sign up for their appointments through there, the scheduling app. And then the automatic appointment confirmation email that the scheduling app sends out can include a link to a JotForm where they put all of their information in. So then all you have to do is check your calendar to see what kind of meetings you have that day, and then check the JotForm submissions to give context for those meetings. And then you don't have to necessarily talk to these clients beforehand and waste your time with all the email back and forth. Easy peasy. It's definitely one of my favorite tools out there. And if you want more information on all of the capabilities, also check out this video that I did, I think earlier this year, last year. I can't remember at this point, but it's a great overview. So I'll put the Yes, Molly, you can definitely use that for a down payment. That is definitely one of the capabilities. Let me see. It's not copying, so let me try that again. Come on. Come. My computer is being super slow. All right, is this tracking with you guys? Give me a yes or no in the comment section. Let me know if you need me to clarify anything. I know we've covered a ton of information so far, and we're almost done. Stay with me. So let's all take a deep breath and remind ourselves that we've got this. We've all got these awesome tools at our disposal, and I wholeheartedly believe in every single one of you. I truly, honestly mean that. And I believe in the genius that's inside of all of you. So feel it, breathe it in, let it shine. Believe in yourselves, guys. All right, any questions before I continue? Molly Clip, yep, so much cool info, awesome. Yvonne's heading out. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to catch the last couple minutes when you have a chance. I'm so happy to see you guys. So, all right, Karen. Enthusiastic, yes, I love it. Exclamation points all around. All right, I'm gonna go on here. All right. Last but not least, I wanted to provide some resources for small business support during these challenging times. There are numerous organizations who are now stepping up right now and offering disaster support, assistance, loans, and grants to small businesses who are being affected by the coronavirus. So if all else fails, if the rest of the video does not provide any quick wins for you, then I want to provide these resources to help you out. One is the Small Business Administration. They are providing low interest disaster loans to help businesses and homeowners recover from declared disasters. Number two is Facebook. They are offering $100 million in cash grants and ad credits for up to 30,000 eligible small businesses in over 30 countries where they operate. And there are also two more organizations that I learned about just this morning, so I didn't get a chance to put them on the slide, but they are Artist Trust and Washington State's Department of Commerce Reserve Fund. So for Artist Trust, they are offering cash grants of $500 to $5,000 to Washington State artists. So just Google the COVID-19 Artist Trust Relief Fund. And the Washington State's Department of Commerce is also offering up to $5 million as small grants to small businesses across the state to help prevent closure due to COVID-19. So visit coronavirus.wa.gov for more details. And finally, 3 is me. So I've seen tons of you struggling to cope with the unexpected restrictions on business as usual during this time. So I want you all to know that I'm 100% here for you. I didn't make this webinar to pitch to you all because that's not the point here. This whole thing is bigger than me. It is bigger than you. And so the point here is that it's going to take all of us standing up to do what's right. Right is offering my expertise to as many people as possible during this time. Because my company values our freedom of self-expression, empowerment, balance, reliability, and innovation. So what I want to do is provide you with reliable, trusted resources and guidance so that you are empowered to self-express through this badass business of yours so that global emergency or not, we can continue moving forward. Because I believe in all of you. Truly, honestly, I do. I truly, honestly believe that we can all make it out of this as better versions of ourselves. There's a Buddhist philosophy that encourages us to make medicine out of poison because sometimes innovation and evolution requires necessity. Sometimes we are pushed, kicked, and thrown out of our comfort zones. And sometimes business as usual is turned on its head, and I don't want that to defeat us. We built these businesses off of a passion of ours, a zone of genius, and I'm damn sure that I'm not about to stand idly by while all of these dreams of ours are kicked to shit. That's not what I'm here for. I mean it. We've worked too damn hard to get to where we are. And our badass dreams deserve support during this challenging time. Our badass dreams deserve support, period. And so let me know, how can I support you through this? I hope all of the information that I've presented so far helps, but please do reach out to me if you want any more context on anything, any more resources, any more advice. My doors are open to you all. I'm here for you. So that's all I have for now, honestly. So please like my Facebook page, like my Instagram page, subscribe on YouTube, or join my Badass Biz Mastermind group if you want more encouragement, more community, and more awesome resources. I post there every week on a daily basis with all kinds of great stuff. So let me know if you have any more last minute questions. I will stay on chat for just a few more moments before I sign off. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. But I'm so happy to see you here today. And yes, I love you all, honestly. So let me know. A couple more minutes, a couple more moments. Who else is ready for the weekend? Definitely. I'm going to be celebrating St. Patty's today because I forgot it on Tuesday. So I think I have some green food coloring somewhere in my house. And I don't have any beer, but I do have vodka. So I'm going to make green vodka tonight and celebrate St. Patty's Day by myself. I'm going to have a happy hour on Zoom with some girlfriends. So hopefully I can celebrate and enjoy the spring, enjoy the weather. You know, it's worth enjoying the little things right now. Oh, what's a weekend? Yeah, right. Tell me about it. All right. No questions are coming up right now, but if you have any more, I'll check the comment section for the replays. So I'm going to sign off for now. Love you all. Take care and have a good one. Bye.